love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing.
And hello, and welcome to Laser Vision Comics. Tonight is Agent Orange issue number 3. And we will have a special guest star tonight, Matt playing Quark. Well, guest star.
Yeah, guest star.
All right. We are, and before I get started, thanks everyone for watching the stream. If you're watching us on YouTube, please give us a like and a subscribe, and subscribe to us on Twitch as well. Just love us everywhere. All right. As we come into our first page, we see our hero, Agent Orange, has found his former lab and also discovered the fate that befell him. The large orangutan has found a ashen stain on the ground, and the mortality of everything has finally sunk into him. As he's kind of curled up in a ball and the emotions are overtaking him, a group of armed security guards have surrounded him. They with pistols drawn. A woman steps through the crowd of guards and slowly crouches down across from Agent Orange. She's dressed in a blue blouse with gray pants. Her hair is pulled up in a tight bun, and she says, I don't believe it. One guard says, with all due respect, Director Cook, that thing assaulted 3 of my men. Standard protocol is... And she turns and says, I know the protocol, Sergeant. I wrote the damn protocol. Now stand down, but we'll need the tranquilizers. And she turns back to Agent Orange and says, just relax, big guy. We're going to get you somewhere safe. And this is where we turn the scene back to our hero.
He's just looking up at her. He's not saying anything. He doesn't know how much he should be divulging at the moment. And to his knowledge, in the building, the only person he's actually spoken up to is the mail carrier. So
Mark
his only ally.
Hashtag mail boy or whatever we called him. Mail guy. All right.
I think it was Mark.
Mark Wilson, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mailboy Mark.
Mailboy Mark.
Gotta be my next hero after Agent Orange, because
with his cart. All right. And after about a moment or so, a lab tech comes in and kind of slowly walks up to Agent Orange, and she has a needle, and she's like, "It's okay. Give me an intelligence roll, please."
Get some intelligence going on up in here. 2, 4, 5.
Okay. He recognizes her from his time in the lab. His other memory. He remembers them, but they were kind to him. They weren't mean to him or anything. He remembers them being gentle and not cruel to him like some people had been.
He sits there and just looks at them and isn't taking them as attempting to do anything harmful.
Okay.
But mind-wise, he's just completely wiped at this point. He's exhausted. He's physically tired. He just realized he saw a smudge of his former carcass on the floor. He doesn't know who to turn to. And he's just physically wiped.
She kind of just slowly injects something into his arm. He just kind of relaxes. And as he's kind of just rolling down to the floor, he has this memory of this warm, peaceful beach, the waves coming in, kind of warm air off the beach. And he's like, that's familiar, but I don't remember where. And then he's in La La Land.
I like a light.
All right, we're going to pick up with a new scene, a new page. And this is a young man named Adam Zimmerman who is riding the train to work. This is now 2 days following the accident. So he's riding the train, looking at his phone because if everyone no one talks to each other on the train. They all stare at their phone or a book. So
yeah, or the newspaper if
Right.
people still read that.
Exactly. And there's a news story on there about an armed robbery that was thwarted by a young woman in a black leather suit and a man in a red bodysuit. The press have taken to calling her Miss Fury and the man Fireball due to their appearances. The story is, are vigilantes at work in Boston streets? Are superpowered heroes finally returning? And it's yeah.
Ah. Okay.
Now, Adam, actually, I'm going to have you roll roll an intelligence for me, please.
Okay. Excuse me. I had made some changes to the sheet, and I had uploaded them for you. I raised his intellect.
Okay.
So, let's see, where's my Avre bot? There's my Avre bot.
He is now the leader, right? So no.
Yeah. All right, we got 442544.
Okay.
So 4 successes.
Okay. Awesome. In terms of superpowered heroes, he's seen things like that on the news. It's been a couple years really since they were really kind of a thing. But he remembers hearing about this group in Chicago called the Heralds.
Okay.
And they were what they were calling mutants. And that's and that's something that the the press is always questioning whether or not these these superpowered people are all in league together. Are they trying to are they fighting for good, or are they or are they
Right.
here to take over? So that's about the only organized group he still remembers. He's like, I remember the Heralds were a thing, but he's
Yeah.
like, but in Boston, no, there hasn't been any talk of people running around in their underwear,
Yeah, exactly.
rescuing people in a long time.
Yeah. Okay. He'll head on into work.
Okay.
Basically, kind of waiting to see what happens after the blood work that he had to give, because he knows something happened to him. But kind of waits to see, like, well, whatever happened, is it going to show up on any tests?
Okay.
He would have probably done them himself eventually,
Okay.
but kind of cornered into the whatever there with the HR lady. He kind of had to either give up or give in. So he
Right.
gave in.
All right. Well,
So at this point, he'll just head on into work.
okay. As he's walking, the front walk up into the office, he noticed this large white truck is pulling into the lot and going around the back of the building, and it's not one he's seen before.
Okay. Is there any? It's just pure white, no markings of any kind on it.
No markings on it. No.
Okay. Curious. But that could be here for any number of reasons.
Right. I should mind my business and just go about my job. Game over.
Well, he's got a way to follow strange things
Yes.
without really being spotted,
Yeah.
and he's very curious now to see what's going on. So, kind of like look for a place to duck and hide,
Okay.
and then get small and see if he can fly over to where that truck is.
Okay. How about he first go into the office, and then there's that
Okay.
restroom that's
Yes. I forgot. I was looking if there was someplace easy outside, but if there's not, then he'll go in and do it.
Okay. As he comes into the front lobby, that same grumpy security guard is there from before, from yesterday. Doesn't say anything to him. So he goes down the stairs. That area where the fire was is still blocked off. He can't go over there. Mr. Personality is sitting there as well. So he gets into his office, and his coworkers are talking, and And
Mhm.
so Adam kind of walks in and they say, "Hey, Adam, did you hear about that security alert yesterday?"
No, I missed it. What happened?
He's like, and the, you know, coworker one, I haven't come up with a name for him yet.
Yeah.
He's like, when I was walking to the restroom, I saw a bunch of those new guards running into the restricted area. He's like, dude, those guys were armed. I mean, like Charlie. I mean, they gave him a radio. I mean, they give him a baton,
Mhm.
and these guys have guns.
What the
And
heck could
and,
that be
and, and
about?
and something was going on. I mean, they were like racing over there to something. I don't know.
Nothing through official channels, though, right? I mean, we didn't get
No,
any emails or anything like that, right?
no, no.
Okay. Well, I guess if it's something important, they'd let us know or evacuate us, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they did with the fire.
yeah. Now, if he wants to, slip off to the restroom, he
Yeah.
can. Okay,
He'll throw his stuff in like at his desk and be like, "I'll be back in a minute,"
okay,
and
okay,
then head on out.
okay. Do his Steve Martin thing. Get small.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Um, okay. So he goes into the bathroom. He's managed to control how he
Figure out how to start
yeah,
it.
yeah. And the strangest thing also is objects with him get small as well. Cell phone,
It's closed.
keys, all
Yeah.
that. They manage to stay with him. So luckily he doesn't end up naked. So okay.
This would be bad.
Okay. So when he is now he's small. Okay. So he's gonna come out.
Yeah.
Which way is he gonna
Yeah.
go?
I want to find where that truck went.
Okay.
So the quickest thing would be to see if I can get back outside to see where that truck is. Like maybe get higher and see if I can see the truck from above,
Mhm.
and see like where did it park, where did it go, like
Okay.
see if I can spot it. Because by the time I got in there and um, situated, it's been a few minutes, I'm sure. So I want to get outside and
Okay.
like an aerial view of like, okay, where's the truck at?
Okay. All right. So let's say he goes back up, back up, back through his office, up the stairs, out the front
Yeah.
lobby, and flies out to around the back. As he gets out to around the back, he sees that the truck has been backed up to one of the rear exits,
Hmm.
and a door pops open, and he
Hmm.
sees this large cage being wheeled out.
Hmm.
And people in like scrubs and medical looking people, like he's not seen this kind of thing. And can you
Right.
make a perception roll, please?
Yep. I will give it my best shot. Okay, we got 444115.
Okay.
I'm sorry, no, that's 44. I'm sorry, it's 15144. My bad. I
Okay.
read four twice.
Okay, so that's
So two evens,
two
two
evens.
even numbers.
Okay.
Okay.
Quick glance. There looks like there's an animal in that cage.
We've never done any animal testing here.
Now he's
We're Jet Microsystems. We
right.
don't really do that, right?
Yep. So
Have I heard of that being done?
No, not at all. But the other day you thought you heard a monkey scream when you were
Yeah.
in the
And I recovered an animal hair. Something's not right here.
Now if you choose to get closer, you might be able to get a better look.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get closer to it. I'm sure these people are running around with the. I'm gonna get down to the top of the truck, basically.
Okay. Give me another perception roll, please.
All right. Copy and paste. Oh, that's better. 22261.
Okay.
So 4 or 5 successes
Okay.
because of the 2s and the 6.
He got closer, and he's almost like looking like straight down.
Mhm.
There is an orangutan in that cage, and it has
Mhm.
clothes on.
What
And
the heck?
it's half. It seems half awake, but but it has clothes on.
His head is in between the bars, and if you do get close enough, as the guards are talking off to the side, he'll just be like, "So pathetic.
It talks.
So
Holy
pathetic."
cow.
And they are getting
Okay.
ready to wheel it up a ramp into the back of this truck.
Okay. Do I see? He's in the cage. Do I see where the lock is?
It's on the back, so you'd have to fly
On the back.
around the cage.
Oh, okay.
And there
Uh,
are people actively pushing. It's gonna be
yeah.
hard to slip. You can try
No,
it.
but yeah. No, I'm not necessarily going to rely on my stealth. I want to see. I want to blast the cage open because that's not right to him. Like, if it's intelligent, this
Okay.
is curious to him.
Okay. Okay.
So I might want to. I want to try to get. I want to see if I can. I haven't tried this blast thing yet too much,
Okay.
but I want to see if I can get somewhere. I want to see if I can open the cage or do something, maybe damage the cage, but I don't want to damage the orangutan. So if I can maybe come at it from the side
Okay.
instead of the back or the front,
Okay.
maybe from above and just kind of shoot down at the cage, see if I can blast a hole in the cage.
Okay. If you want to use your blast, you can you can take a shot at it. Yeah.
I want to take a shot at it, at least
Okay.
hopefully not hurt the guy.
Okay.
What do I roll agility for attack roll, or
That's
do I
gonna
just roll the blast?
just roll the blast.
Roll the blast. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
8d6.
Yep.
Okay, well that's good. I got a three. I got 2 3s out of the 8 dice. The rest are all high, like 4 4, 2, and 3 6s. So what is it? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 successes out of 8 dice.
All right. You get it was
What are you
actually
blasting with?
yeah yeah.
Yeah, it's going to become. It's eventually going to become when I redo the character at a higher point level. I want to make it be construct, so it's like a solid blunt beam of energy.
Gotcha.
Okay, so he's going to be basically a combination between Atom and Green Lantern. So he can make stuff with his mind, and it's just a force, a blunt beam or solid beam that hits whatever it's in front of it.
He got 5 successes. It was a hard shot, but he got 5 successes on it.
Okay.
And there is this loud snap as it hits the lock.
Okay.
And the guy was pushing it stops, goes, whoa! And the lock pops down. Agent Orange, could you make a perception roll, please?
Yes. How much would you like me to penalize because of the tranquilizer?
It is probably gonna be difficulty is probably gonna be 4 for you. So, so yeah, roll your full perception, but it's gonna be very difficult for you.
2.
Okay. You heard something behind you, but you're not really not quite reacting to it.
He turns and he looks and he sees the back of the cage got rattled, but that's about it.
The guy pushing the car goes, "What the hell?" And comes to us, and one of the techs next to him goes, "What's wrong?" The lock. It just broke.
Does that knowledge help Agent Orange?
He's gonna.
He can try. He can try to spin.
Start to head over to it.
Okay.
And then
and
attempts to just push it.
And they are. One of the guys tries to lean against the cage. All right. If you want to make a might roll.
He's got some might.
Whereas I'm just a mite.
2, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
6.
Okay. The guy tries to, and you just shove the door of the cage. And they are trying to, and they're like, try and come again. He's waking up.
He sees freedom. He's going to try to take a couple of steps.
Okay.
He's stumbling.
Okay.
He's not.
Yeah.
He ain't straight yet.
Yeah. Quark sees that these guys are now trying to close the cage.
Okay. I want to see. I'm going to basically try to use my flight and try to ram into one of these guys to knock them away from the door.
Okay.
Even though I'm small, I don't want to enlarge yet. So I don't know how much force I'm going to be able to get behind this, but I'm hoping that the flight, if I run into them hard enough, that it'll hurt them enough to knock them away, or at least push them out of the way.
Okay.
Especially if I get somebody in the head or something.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and try that.
Let me roll. I'll roll flight. That's got at least a couple of dice in it. All right, we got 2, 4, 3 5s, and a 6. So that's 3.
Okay.
No, 4. 2, 4, and a 6. So that's a total.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a total of 4. Okay.
You crash into the guy's shoulder, and he's
Okay.
like, and I'm gonna see if he now, and he felt it. I'm gonna see if he notices you though. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He felt something hit his shoulder, and he's like, "What the hell?"
There's technically a 2 dice penalty for my size. So yay!
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's one reason he doesn't notice it. He's just like, "What the hell
Good.
happened?"
I kind of want to fly back up again and get out of the way in case
Okay.
the orangutan goes berserk.
Okay.
Which I'm hoping it will.
One from behind, one of the black uniformed security guards is now coming up with a trank gun to try to shoot at Agent Orange.
If I get close enough to somebody, I'm going to try to grab him and chuck him.
Okay. All right. I want to have you do one more might roll to see if you can just get the cage door fully open. And if you, let's see what you get.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. I'm not going to roll for them. You shove it back, and now it is open enough that you can basically get like your chest out.
He's attempting to look to see what happened to the back of the cage, because as far as he knew, even half drugged up, he was locked in, ready to lock and load.
Give me
and it just happened out of nowhere.
Give me another perception roll, please.
All right.
And what I'm going to do is he's going to smell the air.
2.
Okay, no, still not. You're still not noticing. If someone, some mysterious Tinkerbell had, helped you. So, okay. So now the guard is going to try to shoot at Agent Orange. You can attempt to dodge, but you'd either have to shove your way out of the cage to dodge, or you'd have to fall back into the cage to try to, fall down. So it's kind of up to you. What you would do?
I do have evasion, specifically.
If you want to use that,
I'm going to try to swing on the open side, not the hinged side, on the end of the door and kick off.
Okay.
And have it go around. And if I catch the other side, get on the top of the cage.
Okay. What's your edge?
My edge is 9.
9. All right, I'm going to let you go first before the guard tries to shoot. So let's see how you do on that.
5, 6.
Ooh. Okay.
2 6s.
All right. With your evasion, you're basically able to almost kind of just squirt through the door and dive out just as he shoots. He shot and hit one of the techs. So the tech gets a dart in the back and falls off the loading dock.
Oh my.
So now a large dressed orangutan has been freed from a cage. And what would Adam/Quark like to do now that chaos has erupted?
Yes, chaos has certainly erupted. I definitely want to try to take out the trank gun itself. So, because the guard might be one thing, but against an orangutan who might be on a full course of adrenaline, who knows? But without the trank gun, what?
He's waking up.
Yeah, he's waking up. But let's get rid of that trank gun if we can. So I'll kind of come down a little bit and try to blast the trank gun.
Okay.
From that guard's hands or whatever. At least destroy it or knock it loose, whichever. I don't care what happens.
Okay.
As long as it's rendered useless in some fashion, or at least out of his hands.
Sounds good.
Let's see. Blast is 8.
So, at this point, was the cage loaded into the back of the vehicle, or is it still out in the open?
It was still in the open. They were trying to get it up the ramp when the lock came off, and it.
What kind of vehicle is it?
Like a white panel van?
It looks like a white panel van. Give me a quick perception roll, please. On actually both of you, real quick.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
My blast, I got a total of 4 successes.
Okay. Agent Orange with the 4. You look in the back of the van and it looks like an ambulance. It's set up with all the standard kind of ambulance gear. And then okay, Adam.
Quark got 5 successes, 4 and 2 sixes.
Okay, he hits the gun, and
Okay.
it kind of jumps up in his hands. I'm gonna see
Wait.
if
Wait, the Quark hits the gun, or
was Quark trying to hit the gun?
yeah, he was trying to hit the gun. Whether he knocks it loose or destroys it, he didn't care.
Okay.
He didn't want the gun.
Okay,
He
no,
just
no.
wanted to.
Well, he shot at it, and the guy it kind of went up in the guy's hands like this. He didn't drop
Okay.
it yet, but
Okay.
it's not pointing like basically.
It's not pointing at our guy.
Yes,
I'm hoping I
exactly.
damaged it in some way,
Well,
if nothing else.
You'll find
We'll
out.
find out.
Yep.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
But now it's like not pointing at anybody. So okay.
Okay.
He's still not noticing you. Okay. So he's like he's like what the hell is going on?
Exactly my motive. That's how I prefer this to be. That's what I'm hoping for. All right. So
Okay.
guns up. I'm going to wait a moment for the orangutan to make his next move.
Okay. Go, Agent Orange.
The perception for an ambulance, if I'm looking into the back of it and it was open, since it is an open view to the driver cockpit, is there a driver sitting in there?
No.
Okay.
I see where this is going.
He's going to take
Why
off,
don't you go in the ambulance?
right into the back of it.
Oh,
As he's
boy.
going in,
Oh,
since he
boy.
has extra limbs, prehensile feet, as he goes in, he's going to use one of his feet to shut the door behind him,
Okay.
and then he's going to head for
Okay.
the driver's seat to see if either there is a driver in there. He's going to try to take him out. If there's a set of keys, either
Oh boy.
up in the visor, still sitting in it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're heading towards the the driver's seat. Quark, you now see one of the doors shut.
Okay.
And this orangutan is looking like he's making
In the
a
driver's
jailbreak.
seat.
Yeah.
Okay. Any windows in the ambulance open? The driver's passenger window?
Well, they had basically double doors were open. So basically
Right.
he hit one of them to close it.
Okay.
So the other one's
Okay.
getting ready to close. So if you wanted to, you could try to make an agility roll to try to fly or use your flight to fly in.
Yeah. I'm going to
Okay.
try and fly in there. My flight's a little better than my agility, so
Okay. All right.
we'll give that a shot.
Okay, roll your flight just for giggles, because I
Yep.
want to see if you're able to do it before Agent Orange slammed the other door. So
Okay. So I got a 2, a 4, a 6, so that's 4 successes out of 6 dice.
you slip through. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to stay small in there. I'm going to wait for the ambulance to start pulling away. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen now.
So he's going to attempt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He gets up there and the keys are in the ignition.
Oh my god!
You know,
So he's-
every textbook thing you're not supposed to do, probably they did.
Yeah, they did.
So as he sees it in there, you just hear him say, "Yes, I can finally get the hell out of here." And he jumps into the seat, and even though his arms are huge, his legs are bent in a position that is not normal for a car seat.
Yeah.
So he can't sit on the seat. He has to stand to reach the pedals. So as you look through the main window, like just under the wheel, you can see his eyes and these two huge hairy mitts just turning the key.
Every which way but loose, man.
Yes.
Oh yeah. We've already said right turn Clyde is coming.
Yes. Right turn, Clyde.
And he only has a 2 for vehicles, so we'll see how far this goes.
That's gonna be the challenge. Let's see how he does driving this thing.
Yeah, Quark's not much better with cars.
Got 3. I
Right,
got a
takes
6
the
for
train.
2.
Okay. He gets it into gear, and he recognizes where he is. He knows he's in the back of Jet Microsystems, so he would just hang a quick left to head for the parking lot.
I am looking to get onto the street and get the hell out of here as quick as I can. Any open exit, anything that does not have too many street lights.
when he would, well, say he turns around, comes through the parking lot, he would make a right, like out onto the main street. There would be a stoplight about a block down. But if he went left against traffic, he was probably more of a
Against
straight
traffic.
shot.
Against traffic.
Against traffic, obviously.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
That only
I
makes
thi-
sense.
All right. Please make me a vehicle roll, please.
Got one, but I'm gonna spend a resolve.
Okay. Okay.
Let's try to push that up a little bit. 3.
Okay. He hits a car or two, just kind of bangs,
Bong, bong,
yeah,
bong.
and is now going the wrong way on a one-way street, and is horns going off, and Adam, you hear this, and you're actually give me an agility roll to make sure that see if you don't get like smashed into a wall.
And all you hear is like, damn it.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2, 2, and 6, so that's 4.
Okay. Yeah, he manages to keep. Is he flying still?
Yeah. I'm like trying to float around because I'm not gonna stay small for long in here.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to eventually.
Yeah,
Okay.
help him out.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll stay small for now until it looks like we're on a safer place.
Okay.
I don't want to distract the
This
driver.
is a safer place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe when we're not on a one-way street going
Yeah,
the wrong
true.
way.
He's gonna attempt to turn off as soon as he can,
Okay.
to get on something that doesn't have oncoming targets.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he can't go back to his apartment.
Nope.
He can't go back to the lab. He's gonna head off onto. We're out in Boston, right?
Yeah.
He's actually gonna head out to where like the ocean is, out by the piers.
Okay.
And he's gonna see if he can like duck into a parking lot that's by a warehouse, something that's way out of the way, something that doesn't stand out.
Okay.
Somewhere that he can stash an ambulance.
He's surprised. I mean, he's paying attention. He's trying that he hears no sirens behind him, and doesn't sound like there's any kind of pursuit. And does manage to kind of get across town, and starts heading towards the beach. And same thing for Adam. He's like, all right, I should be hearing sirens here. I should be hearing gunshots.
something's not
Like, what's
kosher.
going on? All right, so he's probably gonna have to change at some point.
Yeah. Well, once he slows down to like a manageable speed somewhere, or at least on roads where he's not going the wrong way, Adam will then basically like, I'm not going to enlarge yet, but I want to at least like make myself known if possible with at least just the voice. Like maybe fly over top of the orangutan, hover
It's gonna
over
go
him.
over real well.
Huh?
I can't wait to
So
see
this is gonna go over real well.
Yeah. Basically, like at the roof and be like, "Hey, are you? Hey, like get his attention."
It's not 10 and 2, and he goes like this.
Yes. Make me another vehicle roll, please. Make sure we don't go off a bridge or something.
Yeah.
'Cause he was not expecting that.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull an Ant-Man thing and probably basically
God.
go over to the passenger seat
Oh.
and like enlarge to full size, like
Oh,
sitting down, like, "Hey there."
You just see a wide-eyed orangutan just.
Don't panic.
Make me an agility roll, Agent Orange, because you just swerved into the other
thank
lane.
God. Thank God I have a really good agility.
2, 3.
Okay. You just avoid a truck and manage to swerve back into the other lane. Now you're hearing horns and everything.
And you hear him start screaming like a man, not like an ape. It's a man's voice. He's like,
Yeah.
What? Hey! I'm from the Jet Microsystems. My name is Adam Zimmerman.
"You one of those?" And he takes his arm and he swings it over his head.
Right turn, Clyde.
Yeah. I
Make-
turned glass.
Give me a
No.
Give me a might roll, please.
Oh my God. He's like traumatized right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think Adam has any armor, so
2,
that probably his toughness.
3.
No, he has no
4,
no
5.
armor whatsoever. He avoids attacks by shrinking.
Okay,
5.
5. Okay. All right. So yeah, is he going to use his toughness? Or you're going to try shrink again?
I'll I'm
Shrink.
probably not prepared for that,
He's
but
tough.
I'll try the shrinking just to
Okay.
see if it kicks in.
Okay. Do a roll for that to see.
Okay. Let me get back over here to my automated die roller.
But if
Do I
he
just roll the
swings,
shrinking power?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
if he misses
All
him,
right.
I hope he misses him. It
1,
would come
2,
across the
3,
area where
4.
the other headrest is.
Yeah.
Yeah, total of six
Yeah.
successes.
You went,
Yeah.
and the hand like slaps
Yeah.
the. Okay.
What was that?
Hey, and I'm still sitting in the seat.
Okay. You gonna become big again?
Where the hell did you go?
I'm right here, and kind of jump up and down like, not, I don't want to use the flying power right now. Like just kind of jump up and down and see if he notices.
And he looks, and he slowly brings a hand back over again. And he's just looking straight ahead, and he's like, "Are you one of them?
One of who? One of what?
The people that just tried to lock me up. The people in the strange suits. The
No,
people
no.
that
I'm the one who broke the lock.
broke the lock. How'd you do
Yeah.
that?"
I can't really show you in here. It would break something, and I don't want to do that in here.
How close are they to the pier at this point?
It's probably about a mile.
Okay. Can
Are
you
you-
enlarge again?
Sure, don't try to hit me. And
I
I'll
won't.
go back up to normal size.
Okay.
Were you part of the fire that was the other night?
How do you know about the fire?
Well, I was in the lab across the way, and when it started, smoke enveloped me. And after I blacked out, then I came to, I was small. Over the last few days, I've slowly gained control of it. But I can also fly and shoot some kind of something from my hands.
I don't know if you remember me at all, even in passing. My name is Dr. Maurice Evans.
Remember your name.
I was in that other lab, and apparently I died, or my body charred on the floor. When I woke up, I was floating almost.
Loading?
And yeah, it's hard to explain, but it seemed like I was very out of body experience. Um, I ended up making my way through the ventilation shaft to a completely different lab, and they had a bunch of animals in there in cages, which I didn't even know our job did any type of experimentation concerning that.
I wasn't aware of it either.
That they have an ape over there that has some type of electronic device on their head named Kershak. And the next cage over had a very large orange orangutan, and it had a tag on it that said Agent Orange. I ended up somehow being put into what you currently see. And I don't fully understand how, but I'm here.
No. That's not scientifically possible.
I know it doesn't seem that way. However, that's what you see before you, and I'm assuming it had something to do with a malfunction of the nanites. I had the nanite research and development team. Well, I did up until yesterday. And here I am. I tried to get back into the lab to figure out what happened. I got chased down by the A team apparently, and shot up, stuck in a cage. Here I am.
That's amazing. Like I said, the smoke when the fire happened, I breathed it all in, and the next thing I woke up, I was 3 inches tall and had to find my way out of the lab and around the guards. and slowly these other powers have been materializing. I don't know if it's fully completed or not. I don't know what else will happen.
Have you ever seen that heightened security there before?
Never, not before the experiment, and not before the fire.
Because I only
So
thought it was Charlie and a couple of other watchmen.
yeah, that's all I knew until the fire. And then once the fire happened, the next day, literally, I mean, this SWAT team or whatever they are was there covering everything, or at least afterwards. And now we've got this whole new, I don't know, this I forget the name of the firm, White Star or something like that.
White Star.
Was that it?
Silver
Player
Star.
doesn't remember.
Silver Silver Star
Silver Star.
Solutions.
Silver Star. Silver Star
Silver Star
Solutions.
Solutions.
That was it. And they looked like a legitimate, like, third-party security firm when I had researched them. But I can't figure out why our firm would need them. I mean, it makes no sense. We don't really need that level of security. Not usually. I mean, I work on subatomic physics, which, generally is just more interesting in theory than in any practical exploitation. So I'm kind of curious as to what this fire was that it covered.
Oh,
What did it do?
I tried to get back onto the experimentation video log, but I couldn't get enough access through my computer in my office, and by the time I got into my lab, it was too late. I attempted to wipe as much of my research at my home and in my office as I could, but I'm not sure how far that actually got. I'm not sure what they're planning on. And I don't know what my research would actually have to do with any of that because it was more a medical end. Something definitely malfunctioned. I'm assuming when I became in respiratory failure, they attempted to resuscitate me, and in a sub protocol, my consciousness got put into one of them, and it didn't have something to go back into again, so it found the next living organism.
Which was the orangutan.
Yes. And unfortunately, I'm stuck in here now because my
Your
corpse is
body.
probably downstairs in
Oh, there's no corpse.
a while
Well, if there
locked
was
up.
one, if they have it, they have it locked up, as you say. I didn't
I'm
find anything.
I'm comparing them to like the G-Men at this point, so it wouldn't surprise me if they have it in a filing cabinet, like in a sub basement downstairs now.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
wouldn't surprise me. But there's probably now, what you say makes sense. If they've got this heightened security and this new firm, there, who knows what we're now dealing with.
yeah.
You mentioned your own. I'm still an employee. I can still get in there. In fact, my coworkers are probably thinking why I'm taking so long in the bathroom. But I can probably see if I can use my office security or my lab security to look into what happened.
Look, I
Uh,
appreciate everything you've done for me. I almost got somebody else pulled into this. Um, I don't want you to get attacked, arrested, in any kind of extra trouble. I understand this seems completely insane. I'm
oh,
still
trust
trying to
me.
get to grips on it.
So am I. I mean, it's not. This doesn't happen. I mean,
It doesn't.
You've arrived at the pier.
Um, he would pull in and attempt to find an area maybe between like two giant Connex boxes or on a side of the building that's obscured from street view, and he parks and he turns and he looks at him and he's like, I appreciate it, but again, I don't want to put you in that position to get you tied into the stuff I'm tied into.
The radio.
I think we're tied into it anyway. I mean, they took my blood. They're going to probably find out whatever happened to me.
The radio in the ambulance. You hear it start. You hear a voice saying, "Is there anyone there? Hello?"
Don't answer that.
he looks at the radio and then he just looks at him and he's like, if this thing has a radio and I don't know if it's an actual hospital ambulance, I'm assuming it has a GPS in it.
Yeah, we need to both and Scray. Let me give you my contact information. Let me give you my address. I don't know that anybody's going to look there, and maybe we can work something out. And like grab something he can write on from the ambulance, like even a prescription pad or some sheet of paper or something. And Adam will write down like his phone number and address, give it to Agent Orange. Look, at least we need to figure something out here. We both got kind of weird abilities after whatever happened. We need to figure something out. I'll give you my keys if you need to. Let's figure this out.
He takes them both very cautiously at this point.
I'll shrink down again to just kind of like look, this is not normal, and then kind of pop back up again. Something happened to us both. We need to. I don't know if we need to spend a lot of time figuring it out or at least get away, but let's start with at least trying to figure out what happened. Maybe there's something else going on.
So inside the jacket, I know the drawstring backpack probably got left back over there.
Yeah.
I'm assuming in his jacket he still has a flash drive in.
Nope.
Oh,
They're gone.
Oh, it's all gone.
All gone. Yes.
So then he only has the piece of paper and
yeah,
a new set of keys.
Yeah.
So he went to go reach in there and he just like pauses and he's like, damn it.
Yeah.
What?
They have all of my research. It was on a flash drive in my pocket.
And where is that back in your lab or your office?
No, it was in my pocket.
Cage?
So if they took it, they probably took it out before I got put into the cage.
Well, and I'll shrink down again. I can be pretty hard to spot like this. Maybe I can find it.
I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's only medical stuff.
Yeah,
What
but
can they
whatever.
possibly,
Well, look at me. Look at us.
All right, and he describes it to him, and he says,
Okay.
I had that. I had my car keys, a dress book. That's pretty much everything I could grab at the apartment besides an extra set of clothes.
Go to my place. At least hide out there until we can figure out something. They're not going to look there for you. There's no reason to. We didn't know each other before this.
Yeah,
So they have no reason to look at my place.
thank you.
At least it gives us time to at least think about things before we
Yeah.
make any other rash decisions like stealing an ambulance.
I appreciate this.
No, it's no problem, Doctor. Hopefully we can figure out a solution or at least figure out what to do next.
And
All
now I'm thinking the funniest roommate comedy we've seen in years.
Yes.
Can an orangutan and a shrinking man live together without killing each other?
We're both scientists, damn it.
He gets home and there's fruit, banana peels tossed all over the place. Half of the fridge is empty,
Oh,
I was hungry.
oh man.
I
Okay.
couldn't get the coffee maker to work.
All right. I think that is probably a pretty good place to leave it.
Okay.
Without kind of getting into some longer extended scenes, because I think probably both characters and players probably need to think a little bit about what their next moves would be.
Sure.
But you're both going to separate And
Sorry, my headset lost contact with the receptor.
Oh, no problem.
You didn't miss anything besides me shaking a coffee maker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I had to resync.
yeah. Now, I was going to say this is probably a good place to stop this one, because I think both characters and players probably need to think about what they want to do next, to try to have a plan. But would Adam be going back to the office that day, or is he gonna?
Yes, he would do his
Okay.
best to sneak back into the office.
Okay.
He wouldn't necessarily go right for doctor's. What's his name? Marcus? No. What was
Evans?
your
Evans.
Yeah.
Huh? Maurice Evans.
Yeah.
I could remember the M. That was it. So Dr. Evans, I wouldn't go right to like his office or anything. I'd go back to my place at least for the rest of the day.
Mhm.
Just pretend like I had the green apple splatters morning, and took an extra long visit to the little boys' room, and then came back. But I don't want to arouse any suspicion by trying to go to Dr. Evans's office or stuff right away.
Okay.
It might be that day where that day may kill our chances, but I can't make it look too suspicious. They may already be on to me for all I know, but I'm not going to try to arouse any further suspicions.
Okay. Does he fly around back to take a look to see if anything's still
Where
back
the
there?
truck was?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would come in from that way just to
Okay.
kind of look
Okay.
down and get a quick look see and see like, okay, what went on
Okay.
after we left.
Okay. And he gets back there. None of the techs are there.
Shocking.
But there is a woman he recognizes. There was a woman that he had seen outside the animal lab yesterday, and she is kind of wearing a blue blouse, some gray pants, hair in a bun. She's outside smoking and looks really like agitated. So kind of as Adam's starting to fly towards the door, a guy he recognizes from yesterday that she talked to steps out. So Adam, give me an agility roll, please.
Okay. Yeah, I think I saw these two people earlier. Jump back here. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 1, 5. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. He manages to get out of the way. Is he gonna fly in past him, or is he gonna stay outside?
I kind of want to stay outside. I want to see what I might learn from these two, since I
Okay.
learned some interesting stuff from them last time.
Okay. Okay. So
Perception roll.
Yeah, please. To see how is he gonna try to get close enough to listen to them?
Yeah. Again, his size is hopefully helping.
Okay.
Keep him from being spotted. That's
Okay.
generally how he's going to operate.
Okay.
Through
Okay.
major points of stealth. So
Okay. That's fine. You don't have to roll then.
yeah, 3 2s.
Okay, that's fine.
So 3 successes.
Okay. The guy comes out. She offers him a cigarette. He just kind of waves it away, and he's like, "What the hell was that? What just happened? I mean, yesterday, the last 2 days have been bad enough, and then now there's a prison break and an orangutan drives a van away. Amber, what is going on?" And she's like, and she just kind of doesn't know what to say. She just kind of just throws her hands up, and she says, "Frank, I don't know." And he says, "Well, to top all this off, the Silver Star guys are saying that Evans called the front desk yesterday from inside the building. But it can't be him. I mean, they swept up his freaking ashes. The DNA tests from what was left confirm that he died, okay? But somebody also logged into the system using his credentials. I mean, Evans had high clearance, so I can't think somebody as smart as him would have gotten hacked, okay? I wouldn't have been able to believe that until today." And he says, "Amber, are you listening to me?" And she turns, she says, "LS12618 came back, Frank. A scared animal does not break into a secure building, risking his own life to free his fellow test subjects." And he just kind of just kind of holds his head like he looks like he has this look like a migraine is coming on. He's like, what are you trying to say here? And she says, there's some kind of connection between Evans and LS12618. They found orange fur all over his office, on the floor and on the desk. LS12618 went in there looking for something. But Evans didn't even have clearance to that section. How could he even know about it? And she fishes around in her pocket, and she finds a pen, and then she pulls out another and has some car keys. She goes, these are Evans's car keys. Security confirmed it. His car alarm went off about an hour before LS12618 was found in the lab. He's like, what? So are you saying the ghost doctor jumped into the orangutan, and now the orangutan is smart enough to drive an ambulance and leave? He's like, this just doesn't make any sense. And how are we going to explain this to corporate? I mean, I just don't even know how to think I'm going to start filling out a report about this.
Just smiling ear to ear because he knows what happened now.
And then Frank says, "What about the others, the firemen?" She says, "They're recovering, but there's been some complications, let's say." And she just kind of puts out her cigarette, and goes inside the door and walks away. And Frank is left outside having a Excedrin moment. So, and if Excedrin would like to sponsor us, we are available for sponsorship. And I believe that is where we will end it. I just wanted to have that one last little moment of some information for Quark. So I want to thank everybody for watching. We've learned a whole lot more, and I want to see if my players have any final questions that I might answer before we before we totally wrap up, and then we'll see if there's anything they want to announce. Any final questions from the team?
No, there's too many that I know, like that are essentially to the plot for me to ask now. But Adam is very like, okay, something happened, and it's his nature to look into it. But at this point, I'm starting to question whether or not that would be dangerous. Yeah, and I think now that I have Dr. Evans potentially on my side, we're going to have a discussion on what to do, whether or not we need to look into this or whether or not we just kind of move on from it. We'll see what happens. I'll see what he thinks. But yeah, tonight, when I go home tonight, it's going to be another interesting conversation.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Oh, that's going to be great.
I definitely agree. I don't have any questions at this point, but it's nice to have an avenue that I'm not actively running away from something, and I don't have to like sleep in an alley under a bench or hanging from a tree. So I'll take advantage of it, you know.
Wait till Adam sees the bathroom the next day.
Yeah.
Can't be held responsible.
Alrighty. Well, thank you to my players. Michael, you have anything you want to advertise or talk about, sir?
July 27th, 7 p.m. Tune in here at Restless Barbarian Gaming for Old Man Winter, issue number 3, and I will be in the chat live. Stick around at the end of the episode. We will do a random drawing for a set of Disability Pride Month dice, sponsored by Lanyap Gaming and Odd Duck Dice, affiliated with, of course, Restless Barbarian Gaming, bringing awareness to the disabled community and attempting to use TTRPGs to help them in multiple ways. I would love, again, to thank everybody on this wonderful channel for giving me the platform, not only to play and perform and hang out with you guys after hours, but be able to push these issues. So thank you, everybody.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Mr. Quark, anything?
No, I'm a stay-at-home dad. No, I'm kidding. I just I don't do much else. I mean, I have gaming and that's it. I don't really do much else unless you're interested to hear about my bowling games.
Not really, no.
We want it now.
Yeah, I don't have anything to push. I just game when I can.
That's fine.
So I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you again on the 27th for Old Man Winter issue 3. Thanks everyone, and have a good night.
Good night.